going to present you the comparison between the different automation tools. So the criteria parameters I have specified in this slide. So first of all, you need to evaluate that the tool which you are going to select, their setup you can do the easily. So if we talk about the Selenium, everyone knows that it will take some time and energy, and there are lots of dependencies you need to ensure. So in terms of learning perspective for setting up the project, I would like to say it will take some times for setting up the project now, but as compared to the Cypress and the Playwright, both of them are more easy to set up, and you no need to require any kind of drivers. And also when we talk about the Playwright is also the simply automatic browser management. And when we talk about the another parameter in terms of execution speed, so Selenium is, I would like to say, the moderate affected by network latency, but the latest tools which I would like to say the replica of your Selenium, the traditional automation tool, Cypress and Playwrights both are fast. And also if we compare between the Cypress and the Playwright, so Playwright will be the more fast as compared to the Cypress, and also providing the parallel test execution, which basically Cypress is not providing. And if we talk about, like, if we select the Selenium, Cypress, or Playwright, their community and support perspective. So either we will get some community support as well if we will be selecting, let's say, the Selenium. So without hesitation, I would like to say the Selenium has the largest community and extensive sources are available, because the Selenium is basically the open source tool which will integrate the different platforms and the third party APIs, even if you are having a plan for the rest assurance and plus the mobile application testing. So the Selenium is basically providing the APM framework for the mobile application as well. But if we talk about the Cypress community is also growing, and I would like to say the good documentation is available. And when we talk about the Playwright is basically recently growing, and I would like to say, in my experience, there is not much content is available currently on their official website. Still, they are in growing their content, and this is the product basically, as everyone knows that Microsoft is basically developed. So it will take some times, but in future I would like to say that the Playwright will be having also the better documentation for the upcoming months as well. When we talk about another parameter in terms of CI/CD integration, so Selenium is basically the widely integrated with the various CI/CD tools like Dockers, Jenkins, and Bitbucket. So all these tools, basically Selenium, we can easily integrate. And also the Cypress is also be providing the integration between the different tools. And in the similar way, Playwright will also support the major CI/CD platforms. If we talk about the cross-browser testing, if you are having a plan for cross-browser testing on the different browsers like Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chromium, and all these other ones, so Selenium can be the excellent support providing in this regard for the feature providing the grid parallel execution. And if we talk about the Cypress is basically currently have the limited features, and still they are in improving phase. But Playwright, if we talk about, so Playwright is basically excellent cross-browser testing providing. And this is, I would like to say that the future perspective, the Playwright will be the one of the best tool in terms of the parallel execution. Now let's talk about another criteria, real-time interaction. So Selenium is basically limited compared to the others. When we talk about the real-time interaction, Cypress is basically excellent with real-time test running and debugging. In the similar way, the Playwright provides the capability for the real-time testing. And when we talk about the API testing parameters, so possibly, but not a primary focus, I would like to recommend to the Selenium, but also the Cypress is also not primarily designed for API testing. Cypress is basically designed for the GUI based testing, which is called as the front end testing. And when we talk about the Playwright, so Playwright is basically supports the API along with the GUI testing. So you can see that the limitation which the Cypress is currently has now, though, so the Playwright is overcoming this challenge now. And when we talk about the parallel execution, so Selenium is providing the parallel execution with the feature of Selenium Grid. Cypress has the limitation currently. It has the limited support, but I am optimistic that in upcoming months or future, in a year, they are in a better condition with respect to parallel execution. But when we talk about the Playwright, so native support for all the parallel execution test is available in the Playwright now. So if you are having a plan for the parallel execution, you must go with the Playwright. And when we talk about another parameters like the mobile testing, so only in this area supports mobile application testing, the Selenium in the form of APM framework. So Cypress does not support any kind of mobile applications, apps, native apps, automation, and also Playwright only supports the mobile browsers, but not the native apps. So if we compare between these three ones, so I would like to say the Selenium will be the best when if you are having a plan for mobile-based application testing. And also the documentation perspective, if we discuss this parameter, so Selenium is in a better form when we talk about the documentation. Cypress is also comprehensive and the user-friendly. And in terms of Playwright is basically clear and extensive documentation. But again, as I told this thing, in my experience, still there are lots of stuff which Microsoft needs to add for creating a different documentations which will help the community and the development, the test engineers to understand the capability of the Playwright more in details. So thank you so much for watching this session. And at the end, I just want to conclude the whole criteria in a one form. Like if you are having a client requirement in terms of mobile application testing, so Selenium will be the best choice. And if your client is having a different technology stack in terms of Node-based application, React-based application, then you need to go with either the Cypress or the Playwright. But again, if the client is also having the requirements that the latest framework, React, Node, and all these framework, they are interested for the parallel execution as well, then you must go with the Playwright now. The Playwright currently is only limitation, I just want to say, with respect to mobile automation. So in the future, if I summarize all these conversation, so I would like to recommend Playwright will be the main game changer for the upcoming years now. Thank you very much for watching this session.